Hi there, my name's Chris. I'm the Custom Fitting Manager here at Custom Golf Performance, based at Broadstone Golf Club. Just wanted to take the opportunity today to talk you through what you can expect when you booked your iron fitting with us here in the studio. Talk you through a little bit of a step-by-step process of what the order that we do things in, what you can expect, what to bring along, and just so we've got a little bit of a head start on the type of things that we're going to talk about during your session. So just to get you aware, first of all, we're going to be doing your fitting indoors here in the studio. Couple of real reasons that we use the studio as our sort of preferred choice to conduct custom fitting in. Obviously we're indoors, nice and comfortable, nice and warm, nice and spacious, so we've got no outside influence from any conditions that the weather can throw at us. We're using TrackMan 4 as our launch monitor of choice. That enables us to get a real in-depth look at your golf swing, the ball flight, and how equipment can have any positive and negative effects on your golf game. Any custom fitting, but certainly with irons, it always starts with getting to know you as a player, understanding your tendencies, your preferences, your good shots, your bad shots, what you're actually looking for from the custom fitting, because this can vary quite a lot from player to player. So if you can, just have a little think about what it was you wanted to change with your product or with your setup at the moment. Are you looking for a bit more consistency? Is it an increase in distance that you're looking for? Do you want to change your trajectory? Do you want to go, you want to hit the ball a little bit higher, a little lower? Do you want to be able to shape it a little bit more? Do you have any stats? Do you have any insight into how many greens you're hitting per round, the distances that you're hitting your clubs? As much information as you can gather and you can tell us when you arrive and when we go through an initial consultation, the better, really. Don't be shy. We're here to help. So you can give us as much feedback and as much information as you can. It's all going to help us get to a better end result at the end of your custom fitting session. So once you're comfortable with your surroundings and you've had a little bit of a warm up, the time's come to hit a few shots with your own club. So obviously please remember to bring your set with you. Just bring your whole bag, it's just as easy. Obviously we'll generally be looking at the midline of your bag, normally a 7-iron, as a sort of benchmark to get an idea of what's happening with your clubs. We'll ask you to hit 5 or 6 shots, sometimes a little more, a little less, just depending on the strikes that you produce when you're hitting shots. And that's the time again to give us the feedback on what you normally see on the golf course, what sort of numbers we're looking at correlate and make sense to what you're seeing on the golf course, type of things that we'll be looking at using the TrackMan monitor, club speed and ball speed, so how fast the club's travelling, how much ball speed you're getting off the back end of your club speed, launch and spin, so how high the ball's launching off the club face, how much backspin there is on the golf ball, proximity to your centre line, how straight you're hitting it, how much curve there is on the golf ball, as well as a number of other influences that the club has on the trajectory that you've got the ball flight going on. So that's just going to really give us a good benchmark of what the club's doing for you currently and how we can then go and improve it when we look at other options within our range. Once we've got a good understanding of what's happening with your own golf club, we'll then be able to compare and contrast some different brands, some different options that we have within our head selection. So this is ranging from Callaway, Ping, Titleist, Mizuno and TaylorMade. So obviously all the leading brands that we stock here. Head style is obviously pretty important. Are you a blade kind of character? Do you like something a little more traditional to look down on when you're playing golf? Do you need a little more forgiveness Are you thinking of blending a set in between your long irons and short irons? You know, it's a very popular idea now to go for something a little more forgiving in the top end, and then a little more blade-like down towards the wedges. Where's the centre of gravity in the club? Are you a low ball flight or a high ball flight? You know, what could we do within a style of head to promote or take out some of the sort of tendencies that you have in your ball flight? Really just to get a full understanding and to really test drive the theory behind a lot of these clubs, put to the test what we say and what the companies say they should do and what they actually do for you as the golfer. So really getting a head style really nailed on, so we've got, you know, the perfect head for you. That should allow us to give us a real good understanding of what benefits we're going to get out of a new club for you. So we selected the head, we've got the head that you like the look of and feel of, and that's performing well for you on the TrackMan. From there, we're able to look at a massive array of shafts that will suit that head for you, and to give you the ball flight and the feel that ultimately you're looking for. So shafts range all the way from a sort of 40 gram, 50 gram graphite shaft, right the way up to 130, 140 gram steel shafts. Obviously different shafts will have different flexes, so we want to nail on the shaft flex for you. Make sure that the way you're loading and delivering that golf club and releasing the club through the ball is complemented by a shaft that's helping you rather than hurting you through your golf swing. We use the Mizuno Shaft DNA as a really good sort of benchmarking tool, again, just to see what area of shafts that you'll be suited to, as well as feel, you know, how you respond to weight, how you respond to different flexes in a shaft. Really, a lot of it is down to that kind of personal preference and what gives you those subtle differences in the ball flight, obviously in correlation with the club head that you've chosen. That allows us really to dial in and get the club feeling and performing perfectly for you. So we've got a head, we've got a shaft that works nicely for you. This then comes down to the bit of the nitty gritty around the club fitting. We want to make sure clearly that we've got the right length, the right lie angle and the right loft of the club. So real key components to the fitting. We'll make sure that we've got the right length by ensuring that you're consistently hitting the middle of the club face. Anything too long or too short can scatter and vary that strike across the heel and toe. You obviously want to make sure that we're delivering that club nice and squarely for you with the right trajectory or right dynamic loft, the loft of the club at impact, to make sure we're giving you the correct launch angle and spin that you're looking for to give you the flight that you're after and the flight that's optimized for your performance. Lie angle, again, another crucial one, making sure the golf club's not too upright, the toes not too high in the air, or the soles not poking up in the air here, or the heels not too high up in the air if you've got a too upright or too flat lie angle for you. So again, we can test different lie angles within the ranges that we've got. Every club that we've got in a fitting component comes with different lie angles, so we can test and make sure that we're getting the start direction of the ball flight bang on where you need it in order for you to go and hit as many good shots as you possibly can out on the golf course. So you've got your club fully spec'd up, you've picked the head, shaft, loft, lie and length that's going to suit you perfectly. We're then looking at your little finishing touches in the grip. We want to make sure obviously the grip's the right size, it's the right style for you, you like the feel, down to little things like colours. You know, you want to make sure that you've got something that you're proud of and that you like having in the golf bag, and obviously that suits the way that you play your game. Into the ordering process, we'll spec up and order the exact club that you've been fitting in your session. So we'll check swing weight, we'll check the loft and lie of the club obviously that you've been hitting, and then we can order that directly with the manufacturer. A normal sort of turnaround would be a 7 to 10 working day turnaround for your set, sometimes a little sooner, sometimes a little longer depending on availability of stock. But we'll make sure upon arrival that spec is exactly what we ordered. We'll check the swing weight, check the length, check the lie, check the loft, do all of that free of charge to make sure that what we've given you is exactly the same as what's arrived in that box when it turns up here with us in the pro shop. From there, we'll do a little handover session. Normally takes about 20 minutes, half an hour. That gives us a bit of an opportunity, a bit of a comfort blanket for you. You can hit them with us, make sure that you're happy completely with what the clubs are doing. If you wanted to extend that session, we can do a yardage gapping, so we go through each individual club, make sure they're going the exact distance that they need to be going. Should any adjustments need to be made at that point, which we would be confident that they wouldn't, should they do, we'll do that free of charge for you and make sure that we're getting any slight little tweaks really dialed in for you if necessary. From there, you're free to go and use them on the golf course. We'll always offer a 6-month checkup, so through the season or as and when you feel you need it, free of charge checkup for you to come back in and just verify what you're seeing and make sure you're happy with the setup that you've walked away with, and you're playing better golf. Ultimately, that's the aim of the game. We want you to enjoy the golf clubs that we fit you, because we want you to play better golf and shoot lower scores. So thanks very much for listening, and we look forward to seeing you very soon. Any questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact and ask. And we'll see you for your session very soon. Take care. Bye.